In this problem, I am given an encoded string that needs to be decoded. The string contains segments in the format number of string, where string is a sequence of characters that repeats in the final decoded string as many times as specified by number. For example, given the input s equals 2 of ABC, 3 of CD, and EF, the decoding process works as follows. The segment 2 of ABC translates to ABC, ABC because the substring ABC is repeated twice. Next, the segment 3 of CD translates to CD, 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 repeating CD 3 times. Finally, the remaining segment EF remains unchanged. When these parts are combined, the final decoded string will look like this. But the problem becomes more complex as you work with nested brackets in examples. Consider an example where s equals 2 of AB, 3 of B, 4 of RT, and X. We first start with the innermost brackets and work outward, so the segment 4 of RT expands like this. Then, we update the string to replace the piece of 4 of RT with the expanded version. Afterward, we move on to the next innermost bracket, which is 3 of the expanded version of B4 of RT. When we expand this, it will look like this. Then, the string updates to this. And finally, we expand the entire string by repeating the long sequence of characters twice. When it's expanded, it will look like this. To solve this problem efficiently, the key is to decode the string from the innermost brackets outward, starting with the most deeply nested segments. This is naturally suited to a stack-based approach, as stacks allow us to handle elements in a last-in, first-out manner, or LIFO, which aligns perfectly with the need to process nested structures from the inside out. Here's how the solution works. First, I initialize two stacks, one to store numbers, which I named stack number, and another to store partial strings that I named stack response. As I iterate through the input string s, I use temporary variables named current number and current str to build the number and string segments that need to be repeated. When I encounter a digit in the string, I update current number to construct a full number from individual digits. This is crucial for handling multi-digit numbers, such as converting 1 to 3 from characters into the integer 1 to 3. When I encounter an opening bracket, I push the current number and current str onto their respective stacks and then reset them. This prepares the stacks to handle the next segment of the string. When a closing bracket is encountered, it signifies the end of a segment that needs to be repeated. I then pop the last number and the last partial string from their stacks, repeat the current string segment accordingly, and append it to the previously stored string from the stack. This approach ensures that nested structures are properly decoded. If a character is encountered that is not part of a compressed structure, meaning it is outside of any number string format, it is simply added to current str. To illustrate this with an example, consider s equals 2 of ABC, 3 of CD, and EF. The characters EF are processed at the end and added directly to the final result since they do not belong to any bracketed segment. The final decoded string is built by continuously processing characters and updating current str with the decoded segments. Once the entire string has been processed, current str holds the fully decoded string. In conclusion, this problem involves decoding a string that contains compressed segments in the format number of string with possible nested structures. By using a stack-based approach, I efficiently manage the nested brackets and ensure that the string is decoded correctly from the innermost parts outward. Stacks are ideal for this task because they allow for easy backtracking and handling of nested elements. The final decoded string is constructed by processing each segment step by step, ensuring that all parts of the string are correctly expanded and combined. Now, let's test the code to make sure it handles various cases correctly, especially those involving complex nested structures. Testing is essential to confirm that the implementation works as intended across different scenarios. Additionally, exploring alternative approaches and optimizations may lead to more efficient solutions, enhancing both your problem-solving skills and your understanding of the algorithm.